Today's podcast, I'm going to talk about the TV show FX series, A Teacher. I'm going to give you a quick summary. Teacher is an American drama miniseries created by Hannah Fidel based on the film of the same name. The series stars Kate Maria and Nick Robinson. Basically, the show talks about a new teacher that's teaching school in Texas. I think it says over here somewhere. It says she basically has an affair with a 18-year-old young man, and it's in a high school in Texas. Basically, Claire is the woman's name. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna do something real quick. I hate going back to the actor's name. It's kind of lazy. So I'm just going to. Let's see. Okay. I don't have her last name, but it's not really that important at this point. We'll just say, it's referred to her first name, Claire. Um, Claire is his new teacher who basically, starts at a high school in Texas. And basically, she starts tutoring a young man named Eric whose mom is like a single parent, and he's basically raising two younger brothers with his mom. Basically, it starts out, and pretty much most dramas start out like a simple story where it's a young man who's trying to go to college. I don't think it's a prestigious college, but he's trying to go to college. Basically, I don't think his grades are that good, and this is a school he's been wanting to go for a very long time, but for some reason he doesn't have the ability. So basically, he asks this young teacher, and all the guys are like swimming over her because she's a young, beautiful woman, and she starts to basically tutor him. Interesting thing about it was she was already infatuated with this young man. She had fantasy about him. Now she's married. She doesn't have kids, but she's married, and they're trying to go for kids. I'm assuming, and I think she doesn't like her life. I think it's basically frustration on him. He's not doing what she wants him to do, or he's spending money that they don't have. It seemed like a pretty simple marriage. You'd think if she didn't like, she would just get separated or something. So the relationship starts like simple, teacher student relationship, and nothing toward or anything like that. But at one point when they're actually starting to him teaching her, he makes a pass at her, and she says, "I can't do this because my career will be destroyed, and you can't make a pass at me." So she didn't want to teach him anymore, so she let it go. But they had a dance, and at the dance he apologizes, but he says, I'm in love with you. I can't think anything but you. So apparently that was enough for her to be infatuated with him. So she basically takes him from the dance, and basically that's when they start their sexual relationship. Um, it had been going on for quite a bit. Now, there's also subplots, but they don't really get into it. One of his buddies is dating his other buddy's younger sister. They don't really talk about that because I think his younger sister's like 14. He's like 17 or something like that. That's not really of any importance of this because that's not really part of the story. They kind of like touch on it. Now, I didn't know that I didn't know there's a movie on FX that's same time I got it because you can basically, if you have Amazon, because it's part of the FX Hulu package. You can watch it on Hulu, and it basically plays it the next day because it doesn't play on I didn't play it on FX. If it did, I didn't find it because I could never catch what day it was because some of the shows are now just being streamlined on Hulu FX instead of just FX itself. It doesn't really make any sense. You'd think you would, if you had the option, you should at least show it on TV too. But it's what it is. I found it. I ordered that one, and then at the same time, when I'm looking up a teacher, there's another movie that I didn't realize that the teacher movie was based off of, a TV show. And matter of fact, I'm just gonna look that up real quick. Hold on one second. Let's see. A I ain't spell it right anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Because this one, no, I'm not doing that. No. Let's see. That's not right. No, spell for one thing. Sorry. T-E-A. See if it comes up. Okay. And now, let's just see if we can find the actual movie. Romance drama. Came out in 2013. I don't like 13. I don't know why I'm doing like Irish accent. Let's see. Writer director Hannah Fidel. Summer drama of an illicit romance, earning credits for being a serious discussion of a tabloid-rich topic movie. You see, it's on it's on Amazon Prime for free. I'm gonna see. Let's see. This is synopsis. Teacher movie synopsis. Diane Watts is an English teacher at a Westbrook High School in Austin, Texas. A long-time continuing undisclosed issues between her and her mother may be the only factor in Diane looking for. Okay, well, that was the movie version. The movie version, independent drama film about a female high school teacher's illicit sexual relationships with a male student that turns from infatuation to obsession. It is the first featured film directed by Hannah Fidel. Principal photography for the film, and took place in Austin, Texas. That's basically what the movie, the TV show, the miniseries, or first season. Well, I'm sure it's going to be a miniseries. I don't think they can make another season. I don't know where we go from there. But I gotta watch this movie. So basically, it's basically the same premise, and the problem, this does get in the honest portrayal of the inappropriate and the dangers and the ramifications of having a relationship with someone younger, someone who's not mature enough to handle what's going on. And normally people will talk about the fact that most of the time this relationship is usually older man and younger woman, and you can actually see the harmfulness because no one wants to have their daughter being taken advantage of a grown man. That right there is an obvious one, and most of them, like most of you see where, other than the Mary Kate Letourneau and those stories, but those in that is frequent, it seems like, because if you look at the TV show Chris Hansen, it's always men. I've never seen a woman once on that show. Not saying that women can't be predators, that's absurd. Of course women can be predators, you just don't never hear about it. And this show actually gets into the details of how even though it's, she's a beautiful older woman, and a young man, and he gets to have a relationship, but it causes, damage along the way because he's not prepared, not mature enough to handle those problems. And let's be honest, no young person is really mature enough to handle an adult relationship. They're not equipped for it. So why would we assume that this young man would be equipped for it to be able to handle something like this? I mean, it starts out, it's just having sex with this young man, and in the first time he basically has sex with her, he says, "You're the man." He looks in there because his idea of it is not the same. She's looking for escape. She's trying to escape from her whatever her life is right now. So, it's not really the same issue or the same, situation what he's dealing with. And there's nothing good comes of this. Not going to get married. Not going to start a relationship. That's not going to happen. And I think she wanted to get caught because, let's be honest, like, it's not really a spoiler thing. The ending result. It's going to be bad. There's no good coming from this. It's not like a mystery that, you're sleeping with a student. Eventually it's going to come up, and then you're going to go to jail most likely, and you're going to lose your job, and you're going to be a sex offender register list. And that's what basically happened to her. And rightfully so. You can't expect that it's anything good coming from this. So basically, they're having relationship with each other. Not even his buddies know. His mom doesn't know. His mom works in like his late job, so he's basically raising a kid. And it starts out like once a week, and I guess she can't get enough. It shows that she's not making rash decisions or anything because you want to get caught. And he's babysitting his brothers, and she calls him, and mom is pissed. Wonder why you not watching your kid, your younger brothers. And I think one of them got cut because they're young and they're silly and they're always into stuff. So, that was like, so many times they almost got busted. But I think subconsciously she wanted to get caught because she was talking to her friend, and her friend noticed that she'd been dipping out and, on her marriage. And she was more like, wow, I can't believe you do stuff like that. And then she talks about how great this guy is in bed. I'm not going to get into descriptive ways, but, it's a child. So I'm not going to get into descriptive, but she's way descriptive about, his prowess and all that kind of stuff. And then she tells him who it is. Well, she could have just lied. But I think, at this point, that this train already left the station. So, I guess might as well just own up to it. So she tells him, and I don't know what she thought what was going to happen, but I guess she probably didn't think that she was going to flip out. She had to know there was going to be some sort of reaction. She said, "You got to be kidding me." She says, "No." He said, "I got to report this." And she said, "Please, please, I could be destroyed, Well, it's too late now. So the parents get involved, basically, the school gets involved. She loses her job. She basically turns herself in, even though they don't press charges, but she turns herself in. And now she's basically, I think she got put on the sex offender registry. If she didn't, she can't get a job anywhere. And I think she tries to get a job at some clothing boutique or something like that. And I think the mom or someone's like, "No, do not hire her. She has sex with boys." And then she is basically working with her dad at I think it's a UPS packaging or something like that. And I think her dad was not in her life like healthy wise. She has been an alcoholic his entire life, and she probably had to basically babysit him and whatnot. But I'm trying to think. So she gets a little bit of resentment of him. Now he's her only, basically what is the word? Could help her. I don't know the words. she's going to go help him. And I think she really doesn't like the fact that he's in her life, so she